How's it going, everyone? My name is Bertimus and welcome back to the forest. Now, in today's episode, we are going to be doing a few things to the beach. We are going to be adding a couple different walls to kind of block things off, and something a little special that I thought up a little bit ago that I want to see if I can add to this to kind of help beach defenses and just keep the beach free and clear of all those nasty neighbors of ours. Alright, let me break it down. The idea is that we're going to have a wall that kind of goes from here, kind of out to, I don't know, probably where these rocks start, just so we have a nice little area to, I don't know, put storage or the sleds or anything, but just kind of keep the neighbors off the beach a little bit. So put up a wall here, kind of line it up with this. That should be good. Yeah, that should be good. And then I want to put another wall over here just to kind of keep this area protected and safe, because we have a lot of open area between here and the main base. And I want to make sure when I'm coming back from the island base over there that I have a nice spot to kind of arrive without being hassled too much. Now, granted, I know I can achieve that just by staying on that little island, but I want to be able to come to the mainland and get straight up into at least the tree temple here. Alright, so that is the thought for today. I just realized something. There we go. Got to turn my HUD on. Bambi! For real? I'm gonna see where you go. Where do you go? But does it die? Oh my god, it's still down here. It just keeps running. Bambi, this is shark territory. Now we know that Bambis are aquatic. There's a little resolution to last episode. We worked through the night to finagle these blueprints that I've got going here. So let me walk you through it real quick. We have our wall that's going to start from here and kind of hug the grass line here, because I wanted to keep the beach sand as much as possible. So there's a little weird kick out here, but nah, I don't mind it. And then the wall that kind of just goes into the water. Now I realize that things can just kind of run around this side, but that, in my experience, doesn't typically happen unless they're chasing you. They're not just gonna kind of wander around here. So I'm not too worried about that. Sort of the same thing on the other side. We have a nice little short wall that just kind of goes down to where the water like stops when it goes out. Now, here is something that I thought of a couple episodes ago that I wanted to try out, and that was going to be this watchtower that sort of hangs off the edge of this cliff here, and be able to access it by coming either from around the front entrance over to this gate. So we're going to call this one the Bat Gate. This will be another gate to kind of get onto our beach area down here, which will now be sectioned off from having our walkway over there, and then that wall, as soon as I finish that, a walkway that'll go down over to here and able to get us down onto our watchtower and be able to watch the beach. I think that'll be a nice little addition to this little beach area. I'm excited for that. Nice little way to protect all of this down here. I need to go get more logs and rocks and all kinds of things to keep making this happen. More resources. Okay, so I went and got all the wood I'm going to need. I also started putting in the platforms for what I want our watchtower to be. So now we can see that it's going to be kind of double wide what I had initially, because I needed to place those in to kind of make sure I was getting the right height as I was wrapping around the cliff there. I've got the first round of all of the walls done around here. So I still need to put in the first round of everything up here, but I added in the pathway. I wanted to put in a staircase that will now quickly allow us to get down and up in a very kind of more elegant fashion than just running down a cliffside to get to it. I wanted to, you know how I am. I like things to look purposeful, not like I just slapped it on there. That was a loud slap. So with the intent of making it look purposeful, I added in the staircase and made sure that we're going to have the kind of rock walls in each side, so it feels a lot like our staircase over there, at least for this piece here. And another thing I did was I started adding pillars to what I have down so far, because we're going to have a two-part roof for this. So my concern is that if I do a roof that bridges here to here, because of the angle of how steep this stairway is, I won't be able to get out without having to like crouch or something like that. I don't want that. So part of the reason I added these 2 extra bits on the sides, so 1, just to have more coverage of the beach, but 2, to also give more points for the roof, because it's going to be 2 halves, and this will be kind of a split open center right here. Alright, so this will be the platform for what will be our beach cliff-hanging watchtower. This feels like a nice height. Being able to come along here, you know, you have your bow out. Ever turn this into a multiplayer game, just imagine like having somebody on lookout while a couple people are trying to like move resources over to the other base over there. You just want to thread the beak into the nose. It's like a key. Let's start adding in the rest of the rock wall here. I'm gonna have to delete a few pieces, because again, this is giving me a lot of crap with the way that I wanted to build these walls, so I had to get a little creative with it as far as replacing down some of the bits, but at the end of the day, it's really not a big deal. So I'm going to go through and start placing round 2 of all our wall defenses down here. Why don't you sit on top? What? Alright, well, you see what I mean? You see what I mean? Starting to feel a little more safe on the beach now. Granted, they can jump over it, but at least, you know, I'm giving them some obstacles at this point. Time to start picking up a billion more rocks. Probably do that while I try and build the staircase. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright! We now have round 2 of the walls done. On the beaches, we've got round 3 placed. I have started placing in what are going to be the lamps that I want for all around here, because I think that's going to be a good addition. I was also able to, and I'm not sure how I pulled it off, but I kind of got the wall to sit along this edge up to a certain point and just kind of merge seamlessly. Now, I don't think I need all this back here. That just seems superfluous, but blending in with the wall here, oh, that is going to be perfect. Hot damn, that turned out well. Okay. I was worried that was going to look funky with the angle that I had put in deliberately before, but now we're kind of taking that angle out, but only on the one side. Only on the one side. I don't want to mimic that over here. I like this. We've also got the top gate built. The pathway's done. I did both layers of the wall up here. I didn't have any of that done before. I've been gone for a long time. Picking up rocks. So long. But then adding in more lamps to kind of illuminate the pathway up here, and we also have lamps out here that are going to be lighting up the road over here, just like all of the other pathways and roads I have going on between all of our parts and bases, which I'm feeling really good about. Then we have the staircase that takes us down into the watchtower. Now you can see where I put in the pillars, and I did the split roof. So we have this nice kind of split into the 2 halves. We can go to 1 half over here, 1 half over here. You know, get your spear up, get ready to throw it down at people. This is feeling really good, especially like having the gate in and everything now. Like, this starts to feel a little more official, especially with the little wall that we have going on with the stick fences. Now, the reason I use stick fences here is because this has a very similar aesthetic, I realized, to like the hotels we have over at the main base over there. So I wanted to keep that aesthetic going here for this one. I'll be honest, I built a lot of staircases in this game, and sometimes you build them this steep, it doesn't automatically let you get onto them. You have to kind of jump onto them. But this one, for some reason, it's just a smooth natural progression to get down and up. Oh, no effort, and that is good placement. Even if it's at a weird, super steep angle, as long as there's no resistance, that's the sweet spot. That is the sweet spot. So I've got a few more logs here, but it looks like I'm gonna need quite a few more now that I've placed the roof down. And now I need sticks, I need friends to come over finally, and I need finish up a couple rock walls, and I think we're gonna be pretty dang set. Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good about this. Who Who says gathering wood is difficult in this game? Let's get some dynamite, take down a couple trees, no problem. For any of you that may be new to these videos, if you didn't know, I am asking you all for names of what I should name this tree stump before I build up a little... That was mighty. I'm asking you all for names of what I should name this dead tree here before I build a little tree memorial around it, because it's one of the great trees. It was one of the great trees, but it has passed on. It is a source of power no longer with us in these lands. So for the past couple episodes, I've been asking you all for name ideas to go out there. I've been asking you all for ideas on how we want to build up a little space around it and things I could do with that. I'll be picking one of your all suggestions on what I should be naming this tree, and I'll be cobbling together a couple of the ideas that you guys give me for what we want to put around this, sort of like as a memorial site, and seeing if I can mash those together to create something kind of unique and interesting that'll be a really good fit for this base. So join me, help me, give me names down below in the comments, give me ideas on what I can mash together to make a really interesting build out here, and we'll do this together. Couldn't help but notice you're checking out the main base. Glad you're enjoying it. I don't know how he got way up there, but I guess there's a reason I have that gate. Alright, can you guys come along with me? Please. I have need of your skulls. Don't yell at me. It's rude. We've done it, y'all. We finally completed it, and man, does it look pretty. Look at that. I love the way that little hanging outpost looks. That was just this random little idea that I had that honestly I think really helps this. Now, in the future we will have to see whether or not we need to extend these walls out a little farther or not, but so far they're holding up pretty well. And we have all of our lights done. Look how seamlessly that wall blended into here. Oh, I love it. I love it when it works out like that. I'm also actually pretty glad that we had this little divot here. Even though it feels awkward, this is a great spot to put a little light. Just to make sure that there's a little more illumination as you come around here and open up this doorway. Man, I love the way this watchtower feels, especially now that we got a couple little lights up here. We got the roof on. This just feels really cool. I like this a lot. The fact that I can see like the entirety of my little beach space here. So if anything bad is happening, I can pretty much get it from this location, which is really nice. And I can see all the way out there to make sure operations are still going good, and to see if anyone is coming from the main base over to here. I also like that the beach sort of acts as like a natural roadway to kind of come up to this entrance. This stairway being roughly the same as that one over there, just with the rocks on either side, just really helps to kind of make it feel more secure and fortified as you're coming down into this. Man, that just looks like a really cool little addition when you're walking up to the beach over here. Just seeing that kind of hanging off the ledge. What do you guys think? Tell me down in the comments below what you think of that. One more thing before I end this episode that I want to try out from a suggestion that you all gave me. A couple episodes ago, I asked you all for a couple ideas on what we could do with this weird sort of plank that I wasn't able to delete or get rid of in any way, shape, or form unless I started cutting out a much bigger part of this foundation, which I really did not want to do. With that being said, a couple ideas that I was given was potentially putting a leaf pile trap on it. Can I do that? Yeah, so that's just on the ground down there. Okay, that one doesn't work. Can I put a Molotov trap on it? Oh, maybe. No. Oh, maybe. You know what? No. Explosive trap. Hey, it worked! I don't know why the leaf trap wouldn't work, probably because it was too big. But this worked. Let's build that. Oh, that is fantastic! And I never have to deal with it, and now it just looks like a glowing beacon. The question is, can I see that? Oh yeah, because it reflects off the roof down there. Oh, okay. Phoenix coming in on Discord with the idea. Saving the day. Phoenix, great idea. I'm super happy with that because now it's just... That's so cool. I haven't used these traps in a long time. I don't know if I can trigger them myself. I've forgotten. So, I've saved, and I just kind of want to see what happens. Holy shit! It took half my health, knocked me flat on my ass, but surprisingly did not destroy any of the foundation here. Alright, so it did a little bit of damage. It did a little bit of damage, but really nothing major. Nah, it's nothing. That was awesome. Unfortunately, that's all the time I have for this episode today. If you appreciated it, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe down below. Don't forget down in the comments to let me know what you think I should name that tree, or other ideas that I should probably mix all together in order to do our little build that we're going to do out there. Because in the next episode, that's what we're doing. We're making it happen in the next episode. So make sure to get your comments in. Let me know on Discord, link down in the description below. Let me know in the comments down below. Just let me know. Alright, until the next episode, see you all later. Bye.